Welcome people to chapter 29 of the Coronapocalypse sessions with your root selector, ProfessorJoosty. Classic track here, opening our session. It's a Marley track, but this is by Cornell Campbell, produced by Bunny Lee, from the 1982 Boxing album. Not to be confused with his 1975 hit, Natty Dread in a Greenwich Farm. This is from the Boxing album, which was in the early 80s with the emergent dancehall and rubber dub scene. Classic stuff. Although reggae is all about the versions, it's actually really difficult to do convincing versions of Marley tunes. This one is outstanding. Alright, let's go to 2010. This is Kada on the cardiac bass rhythm with 75.
If you think I'm crazy, you are gonna find out tonight. If you think I'm weak, then but definitely not gonna fight. I'm going home on the 75. Can't take no more bad vibes. And I never did forget where I came from. I want to live my life. Do you think it's gonna be hard for me to survive? Especially the lonely night when the rain is falling down and there's no one by my side. Me tired of the hating, I'm leaving. You think me not a straight king? All of the times they leave me stranded on the weekend. This feeling I'm feeling, consider it deceiving. Deny my love and you're the one that will be grieving. Know you're gonna care, I'm moving on. Even though you know the love is gone. Baby, I'm gonna get my own. 'Cause I'm going home on the 75. Can't take no more bad vibes. And I never did forget where I came from. I want to live my life. Do you think it's gonna be hard for me to survive? Especially the lonely night when the rain is falling down and there's no one by my side. Because I wasn't obsessed with the riches and the bling, I didn't find it hard to do my thing. For all the times you were condescending, here is your car, man, take back your ring. I know you think I wouldn't go. You found it surprising the night when I told you I was leaving. You never ever thought I'd leave you weeping. You caught up in the old time thing. 'Cause I'm going home on the 75. Can't take no more bad vibes. And I never did forget where I came from. I hope to live my life. Do you think it's gonna be hard for me to survive? Especially the lonely night when the rain is falling down and there's no one by my side. I'm going home on the 75. Can't take no more bad vibes. And I never did forget where I came from. I hope to live my life.
Lovely tune there from one of the great singers of the other end of the dancehall era. Let's stick with the post-dancehall roots revival now. Let's go to Kabaka Pyramid. This is from 2014. It's Never Gonna Be a Slave.
Well, I have burned the fire well red. Listen what the ancients have said. Things and times getting dread, I'm never gonna be a slave with them economy now. Accurate. The fire burning in my belly. Kabaka be a make you know. I'm never gonna be a slave to them system. Rasta now look no walking at them business. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Locks a door, do not get it twisted. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Now bonus two piece in a wrist sling. Never gonna be a slave. Never gonna be a slave. Better to be brave. I'm a rather do some farming, plant up a couple acres than be a faker. I prefer be a fruit seller than a teller in a bankrupt Jamaica. I prefer sell some books and some arts and crafts than see the Venn diagram when the boss man charge. They make a profit but the last man lost me. Them not crucified on the cross. I'm never gonna be a slave to them system. Rasta now look no walking on them business. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Locks are broke, not even get it twisted. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Trust now stoop low, in a wrist ring. Never gonna be a slave. Never gonna be a slave. Better to be brave. Nobody worry when the youths them a follow well. We not stick around the ghost them economy. That's something they a fast school is a policy. But all the teacher them a use psychology. Hey, yes education is the key, but it not free. So they must leave you free and fee. Once you graduate and you get your degree and your student loan you want to be free. I'm never gonna be a slave to them system. I know look a walking on them business. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Locks are broke, do not get it twisted. Never gonna be a slave to them system. No bonus two fish in a wrist spring. Never gonna be a slave. Never gonna be a slave. Better to be brave, cause as a Rasta man in a them system, them discriminate we, intimidate we. Boss man you never quick to incriminate and not ask what you discriminate. You got your wife to feed and a baby as well. Without self-sufficiency a slavery and else. So when the bills keep piling on, looking at the mirror and say to yourself, I'm never gonna be a slave to them system. I know look now walking on them business. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Locks a door, not even get it twisted. Never gonna be a slave to them system. Now bonus two fish in a wrist fling. Never gonna be a slave. Never gonna be a slave. Better to be brave. I'm never gonna be a slave to them system.
Strong lyrics there, strong message. Alright, let's take it back to Bunny Lee and back to 1968. Next up, it's a track by Derek Morgan, Hold You Jack. Great track this, enjoy it.
It's been so long with this carry on. It's been too long with this carry on. Girl, hold your job, make me time what you need. Hold your job, make me time what you need. Matty, Matty, girl, I beg you, girl, hold your job.
Bunny Lee had been on the scene for quite a long time by this stage. He'd been plugging records for Cox and Dodd, Duke Reed and Leslie Kong. But in '67 he set up himself and became really key in the early reggae days and some of the dub days. This is a classic tune from that period. Listeners might recognize the rhythm for this track for a very famous Max Romeo tune that I played in an earlier session, Wet Dream. I'm going to play it again here. This tune was in the UK charts for 6 months without ever being played on the radio, or only being played once or twice before being banned. It's very explicit, but a great track. This track was rewritten the same year as Derek Morgan's. In September '69 it reached 10 on the UK charts and then was re-released in the Netherlands with a new title, The Dream, and reached number 11 in the Dutch charts in September that year. Later on he was asked why he recorded the song and he apparently said, "The devil made me do it." Great stuff. Okay, let's go back to the early 80s, the early dancehall period. Next up, it's Ecomaus with Long Time Ago.
Let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today. Loving one another, let the good things be. Life should make you feel so happy. Everyone is easy, happy and free. We should live together in harmony. Let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today. And children with fortune and fame, They all go together, they're all in the game. Everyone live easy, happy and free. We should live together in harmony. So let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today. Oh, we were best friends long time ago. Boy, oh, let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today. Love one another, let the good things be. Life should make you feel so happy. Everyone is easy, happy and free. We should live together in harmony. Let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today. Oh, we were best friends long time ago. They all go together, they're all in the game. Everyone is easy, happy and free. We should live together in harmony. So let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today. Just we were best friends long time ago. Boy, whoa, they all go together, they're all in the game. Everyone is easy, happy and free. We should live together in harmony. Let there be night and let there be day. It's a wonderful world that we live in today.
Dual vocals there from Ecomaus. I said that reggae's all about the versions. This next track has been cut so many times, maybe more than 90 times. What I'm going to play now is the original one, the Heptones from 1971, My Guiding Star. Horace Andy did a very famous cover of this in 1978. I previously played a version by Ja Whoosh and a dub version of that. What I'm going to play in a minute is the Augustus Pablo dub version of the original Heptones track. It's outstanding. That's coming up in a minute. Alright, I'm going to move us over to the Augustus Pablo version. This is called Guiding Red. Came out in '74. This is such a powerful rhythm and such a strong cut by Augustus Pablo. Let's keep it rolling a little bit longer. Let's have a version by Scientist and Dubbitarian from 2013. I'm guessing that Scientist and Dubbitarian were really working with Augustus Pablo's cuts because they seem so related. Scientists, along with people like Jazz Shaka, have really been carrying the torch for the great dub producers of the 70s since that period. People like Lee Perry, King Tubby, Bunny Lee, Nine the Observer. Great to carry on that fantastic tradition. Scientists building on and carrying on Augustus Pablis' legacy with such great skill there. Alright, let's change the vibe here. Let's have some dancehall from the 90s. Chakademus and the Pliers.
Now this one dedicated to the girl with the angel face and the devil heart. You know, so Ragamuffin, Chakademus and you can't play as come to deal with the case. Step up my youth, hear this.
I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you older say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote.
Real, real.
Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote.
Action with him, a pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. A pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Say girl you pretty, your face it pretty, but your character dirty. Girl you just a act too flirty, flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry, sorry, sorry. Come now.
Have a cozy corner where she jokes and where she jam. She know about Luke Jack and every money man. Make love with the coolie Chinese, white man and Indian. The wickedest kind of girl that Miss Pliers go up and now know you heard about this girl. Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you older say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote.
Murderation man.
Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Na na na. Murder she wrote.
Watch her now stand still. You not pay me like bill. If you testing ragamuffin, girl, you going get killed. Girl, keep wait. Cause you a crembe, crembe. And the lyrics when me talk and hit me DJ, girl, come out. Because you nah shock out. And when you hear the ragamuffin, you have to jump and shout. Don't touch me gate. You not pay me what I read. Because great is great, great, you under it. From me, you pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. From me, you pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Say girl you pretty, you face it pretty, but your character dirty. Girl you just a act too flirty, flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry, sorry, sorry.
Now every middle of the year this young girl have a passion for the coolie white man Indian Nazi kill an infant. And just the other day me see her 6 months pregnant. Now she back for sweet again with not a baby in a prom. Do you heard about this girl? Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you older say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Na na na. Murder she wrote.
Excuse me, y'all never know so I saw you stay. Ragamuffin Jack and they must come to flash it same way. Oh, follow me. Your pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. Your pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. So girl you pretty, your face ain't pretty, but your character dirty. Girl you just a act too flirty, flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry, sorry, sorry. The girl a boss and a brag on she look sexy. All she worship is pure vanity. The girl a boss and a brag on she look ready. When she wash her clothes it dirty, girl you not ready. If you can't cook for me, girl you not ready. If you can't wash for me, girl you not ready. If you know you're flirty, flirty, follow me. Your pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me now. Your pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. So stand still. You not pay me like them. And if you test it right, you find them. You can't keep wait. Cause you are crembe, crembe. And the lyrics when you talk.
This track was released in 93 on their Tease Me album and later reached 27 on the UK singles chart in 94. Let's stick with dancehall now, but let's go to something elsewhere, something more recent. This is Cynthia Morgan, or Madrina, with German Juice from 2015. The dancehall period in the history of reggae has been around for a surprisingly long time, but like all of the different styles that constitute reggae, It's very diverse and has its own internal history and sub-styles and subsections. One of the things that I think is interesting is that in the recent decade or two, dancehall has become very big across the African continent. So now you've got like Zim dancehall and Nigerian dancehall. Cynthia Morgan herself is from the Nigerian scene. Great track, great performer, great stuff.
I make your man change his mind. They want the girl with the biggest beard. The girl with the biggest beard. They want the girl with the biggest beard. They say, tell them bad man, let them bad get through. The biggest beard. The girl with the biggest beard. The girl with the biggest beard. They say, tell them bad man, let them bad get through. The German juice. The girl with the German juice. The German juice. Girl come funny and make it money, nigga man. The German juice. The girl with the German juice. The German juice. Girl come funny and make it money, nigga man. We live from Kingston, money and property. Where I'm from, we know how to get that thing. We make them come through and come prophecy. Let's shine apart, it's high time we get that thing. Around town they buzz about me. With the right town they turn the runway. Hot bottles like Boston and Lay. I squeeze it, you know the booty big like Bombay. La wine, I divine. She let me blow your mind. I make your man change your mind. La wine, I divine. She let me blow your mind. I make your man change your mind. Boom. They want the girl with the biggest beard. The girl with the biggest beard. They want the girl with the biggest beard. They say, tell them bad man, let them bad get through. The biggest beard. The girl with the biggest beard. The girl with the biggest beard. They say, tell them bad man, let them bad get through. The German juice. The girl with the German juice. The German juice. Girl come funny and make it money, nigga man. The German juice. The girl with the German juice. The German juice. Girl come funny and make it money, nigga man.
Okay, let's go back to the scientists to bring us down a bit. Next up, it's a Rod Taylor track, Dancing in the Hall.
Oh, baby.
This is from the Scientist's 2016 Untouchable album, where he's recutting Bunny Lee and his own tracks from the 70s and 80s.
I'm going to a party, and I want you along with me. We're gonna have dancing in the hall, dancing all night long, and having a lot of fun. So don't change your mind. Tell me you can come tonight. I want you by my side. Everything will be alright, girl. We're gonna dance in the trains while the music keep on playing. Rocking and moving when the reggae music plays. It will be such a wonderful time. It just is right. So make it your day and don't be late. So make it a day and don't be late. No, I'm going to a party and I want you along with me. We're gonna have dancing in the hall, dancing all night long, and having a lot of fun. So don't change your mind. Tell me you can come tonight. I want you by my side. Everything will be alright, girl. We're gonna dance in the train while the music keep on playing. Broken and moving when the record music plays.
Lovely track, lovely recuts. One of the explicit aims of this album by the scientists is to bring some of the rhythm tracks from the old school masters, Bunny Lee and others, and introducing some new school artists. So let's have a version of this. This is Sabrina Pellini, You Are Still Alive. Really rich, deep dub there with some great vocals. Alright, let's keep up the flow here. Let's go to Sizzler Kalonji with a very beautiful track.
Hey mama, hi mama. Oh my, oh mama don't cry. Gonna keep you by the flame so high.
This is not your usual Sizzler affair, but what a great.
Reaching out to all the mothers in the world. Sometimes it's just the way things are to be, yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. It's my words and my uttering. Mama, I will never let you down. and I'll never go away. I'll always be around. You know why you do it, such love that you found. I'm always gonna let you wear that crown. Through the roughest of times, you maintain your calm towards your only end, while sheltering me from the storm. And when it's cold, you wrap me in a towel so warm. Oh my, I'm so glad I was born. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Oh, thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. This is my word, I'm gonna make you so proud. Such good son you have. You're the one who teaches me all the good from the bad. Even when the system keeps pressuring my dad, you got high hopes. Thanks be unto the Most High God. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. All my vision, aspiration, I owe it all unto you. It's my words and my offering. I'm a big man now, that's how things go. Things you do to survive, only Jah knows. Fiercely protecting us while watching us grow. You've been up, even when it's on the down low. Work so hard to see us go to school. Blisters on your fingers so they can't take us for food. I'm here for a purpose, I'm here to rule. Most High Jah, Rastafari will see us through. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Oh. Now it's my turn to make life. I'm so mature, know I've got my kids and my wife, and I'm positively sure I'm doing fine, and still can do so much more. You'd prepare me for the future, my love, you deserve. Keep doing your thing, while others not knowing. But deep inside your heart, mama, you know where it was going. Can a mother lose her tender care for her child that she been showing? Somehow, your stars keeps glowing. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through.
What a beautiful tune. What a lovely tribute to all the mothers in the world. Keeping with that vibe, let's have a track from Misty and Roots. This is from 1989, Jasi Jano. such a different vibe from their classic album in 1979, Counter Eurovision, but it's a great track and it's a beautiful melody. Okay, we're coming to the end of our session, but you didn't think I was going to leave it there, did you? Let's go back to Bunny Lee. Next up is a track by Roy Shirley. It's called Joe Razor from 1972.
And sweeter than the sugar
Okay, that's about it from me for today. Thanks for listening. This is ProfessorJoosty, your root selector, signing off. Stay safe.